There. Okay. All right. Let's start with some lunges forward, and just first, it's kind of like just not really working with upper body at all. So just step in and use a little rotation in the upper body, so it kind of gives you a nicer rhythm, a nicer balance, and switch the side after every step. So that can be a little like a dance move, little switch or shuffle with the legs or the toes in between. So lunge in, shuffle, lunge, shuffle. So it looks like there is a little movement. I'm just gonna keep chatting away. Uh, keep lunging. That we can open the squash courts again pretty soon. Looks like they are adjusting making a new update, hopefully already this week. But it's not definite. There's no, they didn't sign anything, but they've been considering it, and it looks like they're giving us green light. So hopefully that will happen this week. Okay, so keep lunging, and when you lunge, bring your arms above your head, and then switch. So you get that little bit more tense stretch in the hip flexor, and also in the shoulder area. Switch. And obviously, if you don't feel like, okay, it's not warming you up, take a really long lunge and just make it a bigger and more strenuous motion. So it'll hit you when you adjust it yourself. And all these movements, that's the idea, that you really find the way that it works for you. So if it feels like it's too heavy, take a step back. Feels like it's not really working for you, you have to push a little bit more. Okay, let's shake those arms and legs a little bit. Whew. Okay, lean forward, so like this, and let's just start stepping from side to side. So when you bring that other foot next to the stand leg, don't bring your heel down. So you're kind of like hovering above the ground. So your toes can touch the floor, but I'm not really stepping in. And obviously this is very known movement for us when we start to go through this later on. So this is a good warm up for that. And 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay. And let's just walk in place and with lifting the knees up. So use your arms to coordinate the movement. So arm up, opposite knee. And let's go a little bit faster. Start jumping up, high knees, strong arm use. And then go to jumping jacks. And then front corner lunges as if you would move to play a drop set. So going to backhand, going to forehand, and keep switching. So a couple of steps, lunge, couple of steps, lunge. So this is way stronger lunge already. So if you look at it from the side, really working with your upper body. to getting your racket, which you don't even have at the moment, getting it under the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay. Grab your right ankle, 1 or 2 hands, and bring it close to your butt, and bring your hip forward for a stretch, hip flexor. A little bit front of the thigh as well. What I like to do here is with my other, so you need two hands for this, but with the hand that is close to my toes, so this one, the left hand, I can move my toes a little bit separately, and I feel the effect here in that stretch. So it's also something you can try out. Okay, let's slowly come down. Rotate the ankle a little bit. Just a little ankle roll, not the type that it's injury, but just warming up the ankle, and then switch the leg, find balance, grab, find balance again, hip forward, and breathe. Try to keep your knees close to each other and hip slightly forward, going forward. Slowly let it go. Let's go to the outer hip. So bringing the foot over the opposite knee, finding balance again. And breathe. Slowly come up and shake your leg and switch. And once again, I want to thank you for your generosity with all those tips I've been getting. That's really, really generous of you, and I really appreciate it. Okay, find the balance and try to drop that bended knee really to hit your outer hip. And then let's go to the opposite. So wide stance and extended legs, and then very slowly extending one leg a little bit, or it doesn't even go, I mean, not extended, bend one leg at a time, just to get into that inner side. Sometimes just standing like this is enough. If you bring your hip forward, you really start to feel the inner thigh stretching, so it doesn't need to be too much. Let's add a little upper body stretch here as well, and start leaning forward. Bring your hands on the floor, head down, and then walk your hands slowly from left to right. So we are trying to hit our hamstrings with this one. If you like to open up your feet, your toes pointing out a little bit, just put less pressure on your knees. You can even lift your toes up when you rotate to one side. So the toe on that side, or toes on that side are going up. So you lean on your heel when you do that rotation. And here you can do a lot of modification as well. So you can really start going into more like a split kind of movement. So there's more happening in the hip area. So you're rotating with your hip from side to side as well. Hold it for a little while, just to getting into that, again, hip flexor and hamstring both at the same time. Slowly come back to the middle. Walk your feet closer to one another until they are a foot from each other, Let your head hang heavy. Shoulders, neck loose. Close your eyes. Focus on the stretch in the lower back and hamstrings. And slowly come up. Bring your hands behind your back and look up. Stretch your neck. Stretch your abdominals. Stay up here. You can even stretch your shoulders if you keep your elbows in. And let's come to standing and shake your arms and legs. Get your racket. Get a sip of water if you like. And next one, we're going to go a little bit shoulder rotation above the head. So if you've got your racket, again, you know the drill. So you keep it between your palms. So one hand can push, one can pull. So you use it just to get the most out of the movement. So let's go first from side to side. So really try to bring your arms to the back. So you're not here, but you have your arms extended. And then try to bring them way back and then go side to side. If you like to stay on one side longer than one breath, be my guest. Make sure you use the breath for the stretch. So when you exhale, you can push a little bit more. And bring the arms down. And do the 90-degree angle. So racket is in front of your belly, between your palms, and then start going to one side. Look over your shoulder. Hold it there for a while. Push with the front arm. And switch the side. One more time. Left. One more time, right. And let's go one more time overhead and start with those rotations. So upper body is not too much involved. So you kind of want to keep your head still and focus on the movement of the shoulders. So your shoulders really making that circle close to your ear. So lift your shoulders up a little bit. It's easier to extend your arms as well. And then start making those circles above your head. So it really helps is that you grab the racket a little bit stronger. So it's easier to pull and push and just keep the form. It keeps it, literally it keeps it together. And then switch the direction. Really feels good in the shoulder area. Just to get everything loose. That is so tight sometimes here. Shoulders and neck. Okay. Shake your body a little bit, shake the shoulders. Turn your head around a little bit. Just get ready for the real work. Okay, a little bit wrists. Again, one direction and then switch. And then extending the arm, very gently pull with your fingers, just a little bit to get those forearm muscles warmed up and nice and flexible. And then the other arm. My wrists are really making a lot of noise again. So this is also a good one. I think a lot of judokas and wrestlers are really doing a lot of this because the grabbing and, you know, needing strong wrists. Good for squats as well. Okay, all right. Arms are good, shoulders are good. Feels like the spine is kind of rotating quite okay. Legs are okay. All right, we're good to go. Have a sip of water. Let's not forget that. Okay, so as we always start at the front here, and I've been kind of like neglecting the back corners a little bit. So let's start with a little rotation as we so often move into the back corners. And let me just check that you guys are, I pressed something. Are you guys hearing me? Yeah, you're hearing me? Okay, good. Okay, so let's move to the backhand back corner first. And depending on the space you have, so if you have an outside space, you go full in, T-point, from the T-point to the back corner. If not, what the idea is that you really start with that upper body rotation. So when you're on your toes and the ball comes, the rail comes in, that you start with a little shuffle and rotation. So let's do the backhand only first. So shuffling in, stepping in. So you see that when I start to move into the ball, I want to lead with my racket arm shoulder. So for me, it's the right shoulder. Otherwise, obviously, it's the left one. And bring the body weight down. And as soon as my foot hits the ground, I bring the racket down. Don't rush coming back. So rather take a lot of time to make a really nice shot out of it. So really try to feel the sensation of the contact with the ball. So again, you really want to imagine and visualize what you're doing. So let's go slowly, just a warm up pace, medium pace, backhand rails from the T-point. Okay, everybody ready? And go. Shuffling in, step. And it's always good to kind of like let your eyes lead the way, because normally they do. It's always the perception first, giving you an idea where the ball is, what is the speed of the ball. So keep your eyes connected to this exercise. They lead you, you're looking at the ball, it bounces, you hit it, you come back. So really work on your rhythm, timing, and your visualization. And always connect that weight shifting and the swing. So racket ready, step in, weight shifting. Good, okay. So let's go to the other side. Same on the forehand side, a little bit slightly different physical movement as we all know. Let the free arm lead. So you're going, see the ball coming, shuffling in, let this arm lead to point at the area where you hit the ball. So it kind of like helps you to rotate the shoulders. And then stepping in. Okay, ready? Go. And one more time. Good, okay. So straight, short round of front court movement, same as what we did with the warm-up. So now it's with the racket. So you're on the tee point, you go lunge forward, strong lunge, upper body kind of extending, arm extending, racket straight in front of you. Play a drop shot or play a lot, or just alternate, whatever you want to do with it. Try to work on staying balanced while you hit the ball. One backhand, one forehand. So we're going to go 1 minute with this, and it's going to be, let's say, high medium pace. So really we start to push make a little bit more effort with this one, okay? So really want to bring the heart rate up. Ready, and go. Alternating forehand and backhand front corner. So extension of the bodies. One goal here, getting the maximum reach out of you and balance with that. So really work on having a great balance throughout that whole move. And it's a good way to practice the lob technique, opening the racket face fully and really activate the wrist. Getting that little flick in the racket head, because you don't have the space for backswing. It's extremely difficult to lob a good lob, and often, if you have backswing for lob, it very often makes it too fast. You're close to the front wall, there is very little speed needed, with a lot of height. And it's a very technical shot to make it work. So you have to open up the racket face extra. So you have to sometimes change the grip a little bit to get the racket face super open. And two more. Last pick up, slash drop shot, and break. Okay, good. So now we start combining these shots. So we're going to do opposite corners first. So your right hand front corner, left hand back corner. So back corner means shuffling and hitting the rail. Front corner means lunge and drop or the lob. Okay, so I'll show you the full. So for 1 minute, we're going to do this. Back corner, front. Back corner, front. And pace is now high. So you have to start pushing it, okay? It's 12:30. We are warming up now, okay? Ready, and go. Maintain your rhythm, so don't rush too much. You're pushing it, but you're controlling it as well. Without control, there's no real purpose for the push. Especially if your distances are short, you're inside, you gotta make it fast. As strong you go to the ball, you have to get off the ball, back to the tee. After the front court lunge, quickly back. And 2 more rounds. One more. Okay, little break. Whew. Whew. Yeah, sip of water, and then we go to the other side. So yeah, I really feel like the big advantage with these kind of ghosting exercises is that we've been doing this so frequently that you also develop a better skill level to move from only physical, or let's say that when you're doing this on court and running after the ball, it doesn't always allow you to focus on more detailed stuff like racket preparation or using your core when you swing and kind of keep your arm more relaxed. And now it's way more easy. But I also feel like, because we've been doing this for months now, at least for most of you, most of us, that you're developing that skill. It's getting better, and so it's a really good thing to try to, or be aware of it. That you're really working on early racket prep. Your swing is fast, but it's not forced. So it's very, everything you do is very purposeful. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. All right, ready, and go. Front corner, shuffle, back corner. Strong lunge, back corner. Keep it nice and light in the middle on your toes. Upper body works well. Actively rotating your shoulders. And time. Whew. Good job, guys. Okay. So next one is combining all four. So we're gonna cross with front, back, and then coming to the T, and then the other front, back. So front, shuffle, back, front, shuffle, back. So you're crossing every time. Whew. Okay, 10 seconds. There we go. Okay, everybody ready? Why do you look so fit? All right, here we go. Front, shuffle, rail. Outside, front, shuffle, rail. Front, shuffle. Okay, put all in as fast as you can. No risk of injury, but speed up. Speed up, guys. This is the tough rally. It's a long, Must be a match ball. And last one. And stop. Whew. All right. Nice job. Let's have a 4 to 5 second break. Okay, we're going to start with some squats. And first, just a basic squat. And then, so this is this one. Then we're going to go squat, lifting the knee, squat, lifting the knee, side to side. And then we're going to do the squat jumps. So it's not necessarily you have to touch the toes, so just keep your upper body nice and straight. And you jump, so make it nice and dynamic. Okay, everybody ready? Whew, why am I so stiff? Feel like, oh, I know, I didn't do anything the whole weekend. I was eating chocolate and being lazy. That's the price you pay, I guess. Okay, well, there's carbs in chocolate, isn't there? Some sugar. Okay, let's get the real timer here. Okay, so we start with good pace squatting. So this is the pace. 1, 2, and everybody ready? And go. Squat and back, and back. Remember to look forward, keep your chest up, bum down. Knees and toes a little bit out. Up is probably more dynamic than going down. Explosive up, up. Okay, we're gonna go from side to side, so lift your knee to your elbow. Squat, knee to your elbow. Elbow, squat, elbow, squat. So try to keep your upper body straight up and elbow high, so you really have to work on getting that knee up there. So it's not like you bring your elbow down to your knee like this. So upper body straight up, bring that knee up, kick it up there. Whew. 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 So your abs are working hard here to get that knee up. And squat jumps. If you want to make it lighter, you can engage your upper body, your arms. This is a little bit easier because your arms are kind of like helping you up every time when you swing from side to side. Tough start. Whew. And let's go down on our knees. My elbow feels better, so I'm going to try with you guys. So, elbow push-ups. Let's start first with wide stance. So it's more your pecs than your triceps. So, core tight, slowly down, pushing up. Down. So down is always slower than up. You guys probably know as well as I do how great it feels when some kind of injury, although this was a very light one. But when you don't feel it anymore, just coming back and be able to do these things feels so nice. Nothing like body that works with you. And remember to keep your head up a little bit, so you bring your chest down. Should start feeling your arms a little bit now. Slowly down. So with the wide stance, it's really getting into your pecs more than anywhere else. Slowly down and up. One more. Turn to your back and let's start rotating your upper body. So you bring your elbow to your knee while you extend the other leg. Doesn't have to be fast. Make sure there's a rotation happening in the upper body. Even if your elbows doesn't come to touch, that's okay. It's getting that rotation, getting that shoulder blade off the floor, off the ground. And when you bring your knee up closer to your upper body, make sure your other leg really extends. It's a good counter movement, but also it makes you work harder. Ah, this is good, guys. You're doing well. Everybody's so strong. 5 more seconds. Burning the abs. Great. Come to standing. And we're going to step from side to side. So it's just like with the warm-up. So no jumping yet. Upper body leans forward. Step, step. The wider you make it, the lower you make it, the harder it is, obviously. So the idea here is that you keep firing those glutes. So you're not coming up at all. So your legs are in a bended position. So you have a lot of tension in the body. Every muscle, every big muscle group, glutes, thighs, your hamstrings, everything is working here. Your calves are working. Your lower back is really working hard to keep everything together. Okay, now we're going to start doing little jumps. So pace might go down a little bit, but it's definitely heavier workout. So you're not sliding, you're jumping from side to side. And start moving your upper body the way that your opposite hand comes down, hopefully to touch the toe. So it's like a propel. One hand, one arm down, the other one up. Also creates balance. I can start feeling my glutes now, very clearly. And go down, back on the knees, go into plank position. And this first plank is just an elbow plank. Well, just sounds kind of funny. Well, let's say as if it's not hard at all. So lean on the elbows, make a triangle, keep your hands together, core tight. Make sure you feel tension in your thighs and glutes. So the whole body is working. Let's start looking to breathe a little bit slower. Okay, so from here, let's go to straight arm plank and find a good balance. Lean a little bit more forward so you move your legs. And we start making kind of jumping jacks, but then horizontally. So you bring your feet out, back in. Okay? Out, in, out, in, out, and out, out, and out. And faster the pace, obviously. Tight core. Keep going. Mountain climbers. Same position. Knees towards your head, your chin. Ay, ay, ay. Shoulders. Abs. And back to elbow plank. So again, leaning on the elbows and try to slow down your breathing. And come up, standing. And remember the backwards lunge. So you're stepping back and then knee goes up with the opposite arm. Okay, so up and up. One side only. So make that backwards lunge long enough so you really get the weight on the toes so you can push up. And when you get back to the middle, the supporting leg really fires vertically. Back, up, back, up. Explosive jump upwards. Make sure your core stays tight. It provides balance, easier to rhythm it with your arms. And switch the leg. So now the other one goes back and jump up. First couple, you kind of like are looking for the rhythm and where you put your feet. When you feel like you got it, make it as dynamic as you possibly can. So up, back, jump up, back, jump up, back. Form is everything. To avoid injuries, to make the right muscle group work. Getting heavy now. Keep pushing, we're almost there. Yeah. Last one. Woo. Okay. Back on the ground. On your back this time. Woo. Everybody's doing fine. I can see you. You're strong. Okay. Let's start with the abs and lift your legs straight up. So you're kind of having this 90-degree angle. And I count to 4, we go down. So 4 means your heels are almost touching the ground. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up, 1, 2. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 1, 2. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2. Now we're gonna go 4 each way. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hovering, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hovering, up, 2, 3, 4. Last one, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do scissors. Horizontal scissors. So you cross your feet in the middle. So wide spread cross, wide cross, wide cross. Scissors. When you do this, make sure you push your lower back, which always arches easily. Make sure you push your lower back into the floor. Whew. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Lower back into the floor. 5, 4, whew. 3, oh my God. 2, come on everybody, let's go. 1 more, and break. Woo. Okay, we got 9-second break. Get some water. Oh man, abs are killing me. Whew. 90 seconds. Ay, ay, ay. How's it going there? You're not even sweating. What's going on? Good job. Good job, guys. Whew. So with all my heavy breathing, has it been clear have you been able to hear me? Okay, good. So I don't have to start yelling louder. I probably couldn't, even if I would like to. Okay, ready for a little last push? 5 minutes of little extra. Man, you guys, oh, I see some sweat. Okay, that's good. I'm not the only one. Great job. Okay, let's start with some squatting again. So get ready in the middle. And remember to keep your knees and toes slightly going out. Remember when you go down, as if you go and want to hit the chair or the toilet seat with your bum. That's the way you want to go down. So you're never leaning forward. There's hardly any weight on the toes. It's really on your heels. Okay, why is this $20 watch not helping me? Okay, ready for the squatting. Basic squat, no jumps, nothing, just squats. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And keep it going. So when I give you a sign, we're going to start squatting to go from one side to another. Looks like this. So there. So you're going to go one leg, okay? And go. So left, up, right, up. So it's one leg squat. One side, one side. One side up, the other side up. So you're perhaps not going as deep, but man, it'll eat your legs. Make sure you keep your sole and your heel on the ground. Good job. Back to basic squatting, middle and middle. And 10 more seconds. Then we start lifting the knees again. And ready. Knee up, back to the middle. Knee up, middle, up, middle, up. Remember, the higher you bring that knee, the harder you have to work. So keep your upper body straight up and try to get the knee to touch your elbow while you're standing straight up. So don't bring your elbow down. Actually, you want to bring your elbow up. So you have to go for the knee. Up, Okay, let's try this with the extra deep squat. So deeper up, deeper up, as slow as you can. And that's individual, so just let it drop as deep as you can. Your pace might go lower, that's okay. You want to work more on the inner hamstring, inner thigh by going so damn low that you never went before. Really low, up, really low, up. Whew. Okay, one more set, one more round with this. Now I want you to go up and airborne, low airborne, low airborne. So it's a jump up, bring that knee up, bring it up, bring it up, and up. It's like a martial art knee kick. Work with those abs. 5 more, 4 more. Deep as you can, high as you can. Woo. Last one. Yeah. Woo, good job. All right, on your knees. Nice form, guys. Okay, now we're gonna go narrow. Arms close to the body, elbows in. Slow-mo push-up. Ready? Go. Slow down, hold, come up. Slow down. When you come up, keep your core tight so you don't first lift your head up. Try to get everything going back up on a straight line from your head to your hip. So the body is nice and straight, whether you go down or up. That's the body control. That's the core you're training. Obviously, you're training your shoulders and your triceps as well, but the core is engaged. Slow down, push it up. Slow, push up. Slow down, push up. Slow down, push up. 2 more times. Down, up. Last one, slowly. Make it painful and up. Okay, stay down. Let's go into straight arm plank. You know, the one thing we've been missing the whole time. You know what's happening. Reptile, straight arm plank, elbow and knee. Knee to elbow. Go for it. Knee to elbow. So this is horizontally the same we were just doing with our squats. Bring that knee close to your elbow. So we are working hard here with the abs. It's 10 seconds. All right, come up to standing. Toe jumps. So as deep a squat you can do, touch the toes, arms up. This is the last one, guys. Let's go for it. Bring it up. Keep your form. You're doing a great job. Let's finish it with superb set of huge jumps. Go. Higher. Touch the toes. Come on, guys, all the way. You got 20 seconds. Everybody finishes in style. 10 seconds. Let it burn. Everybody's doing so well. I give you extra 10 seconds. Extra 10. 9, 8, 7. Come on. Come on. Last one. Woo. All right.